Welcome back, survivors, to episode 34 of 7 Days to Die on the PS4. Single player, Walking Dead style playthrough. Now, I am in my main base. I've done a lot in here. I started dicking around with how I wanted the design of my base to be. Now, this is a new change to everybody, so this is the first time you guys are seeing this. It's kind of like the, I don't know what to call it, the debut, I guess, of my design. But I told you guys I wanted to make this into my main living area. I got Jeff here, I got Richie over here, and Stupid Bob over there. And this used to be my main in the up-down entrance in and out of the base. This is going to get retired very soon, so I can get rid of it. Thank God, just tear this right out of here and cover it up with the floor. So a lot has changed, a lot has happened. What I've been doing in preparation for my hour-long video this weekend is making a whole ton of concrete mix. So I've done that, made rebar frame, made a whole bunch of forged steel. So we are good to go, I think, with about 6, 7, 8 sections of the freeway, which should bring us almost all the way to the other side of where the huge expanse is. But I actually have no idea at this point in time. I'm just guesstimating with that. So we'll get onto that in later this episode. But I know a lot of people are newer, and we are on episode 34. So I mean, there's a lot to catch up on, and I know a lot are going to go watch like 34 episodes. So what I'm going to do for everybody that's new is we're going to use a little bit of the first part of the episode here today and do a tour, starting from here and then going to Z-Rection and then going back over to the freeway to Detroit. So this is where I am on the map. This, I guess, is the best starting point to show you. This is Z-Rection. This is where I have all my forges, and this is where I take on the Screamer and Hordes. This here is my main base. This is my living quarters. And this here is my start of my terraced garden and my road network that I can take my mini bike in and out of. We'll actually go up to the garage and use that to get out of here at some point. Oh, I didn't mean to close the map. So, and a lot of people ask me this too, you know, how do you scroll around your map? Hold X down, or whichever button that is on Xbox, and use your left stick to move around. That's how you do that. But this is the big project right now. This is one of the big sky bridges. It almost looks like there's a shadow there of it. What is that? Oh, there's a line there. That's weird looking. Looks almost like a shadow. But this is actually a good distance now in the air, and it's the freeway that I'm making. Eventually there's going to be a freeway going this way as well too, to this city, and then one ultimate freeway going all the way over to the hub city, which is Toronto over here. So we'll have freeways going to 3 different cities, and they're all level too, so they're quite easy to get around. But most of my stuff is actually underground for my main base here. All you see above is I see the penis mine over here, Giant Fell, and then the turd mine over here, and then Z-Rection, my main base, which my garage is actually right here. I got a lot of work to do on the garage as well too. And that's pretty much it for the above ground, but below ground we do have a lot of stuff. What I've done is this used to be the way I used to get up and down through levels. I still have to use this one to get down to Z-Rection, and then eventually down to Bedrock. I'm gonna have to make a whole another drop. These are drop chutes. That's what these are. I just covered them up with glass to make them look cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to use this one eventually. But I want to show you guys now what I've done. We'll go up to the garage here. If I hop onto this ladder and go all the way up, this will lead us to the garage, where my mechanics hang out. My mechanics over here, Doo-Doo and Tutu, chilling out, being all cool. But this is where I park my mini bike. This is actually a big open cave that I covered up with some wood in my early episodes. Oh my, they've gotten in here. Ooh, this is getting dangerous. I'm gonna have to fix this up here very, very soon. I'm gonna have to make this a priority. Maybe make this my next project. Because yeah, they're getting in here. They must have not have went anywhere. They just kind of broke through, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. That's concerning, though. I'm definitely going to have to take a look into that. But yeah, this eventually will be the garage. It has a lot of work to do. The way out is actually up that way, if you guys can see the exit at the end of the tunnel. And this is where I'm going to build it. So a lot of work to do in here, but this is main entrance. So now if I want to get to my living quarters, where I'm going to have all my valuables and my cooking area, like my kitchen, all I do is simply drop down. And I land on the hay bales, and I am going the wrong way, back into my main base, where I'll have my living room with all my friends here, and my kitchen over there, and I think I'm going to throw a storage above my living room. I think that'll look cool. So I've gone with a modern style as well too, if you guys can't tell. Now this here is a chute down into the depths of Z-rection, but it's not complete yet, so I'm not going to drop down there because there is no hay bales, and that's a suicide mission. So I'll go show you guys Z-rection. This is where I take on all my zombies. Now I do every once in a while, guys. There's a few YouTube channels that are bad for it, but they've shown these designs, but they don't clarify that it's a community design, that this design's been around for a very long time. I first seen on the server Barren Realms, back when I first started playing. I was introduced to it far before I ever actually seen it on YouTube. There weren't very many serious YouTube 7 days to die content creators. There are now. There are some really good ones, but so we're starting to see a lot more of it. But yeah, I do get the occasional "you stole this design," and it's basically, guys, two different designs smashed together. There's really no way to steal it. Ooh, sounds like we have company, actually. Let's go up and check that out, guys. So down here, that might be a screamer too, because I do have a ton of forges going. I'm making some stuff. Oh, there's only three still left going. Oh, this is my main forge room. This is where I do my mass producing. Now, I don't have to engage the zombies here. This floor actually kills them pretty well. I only come in here and repair this every once in a while. But to repair this, all I simply have to do, if I can get my hammer out, is go through, and there's not much damage. Here's a damaged one. And just repair it from underneath. So I can run in here quickly with a bunch of iron and repair it all. But I'm not going to do that right now because that's incredibly boring and can get a little bit tedious. And then all my supply crates for all the stuff I loot. So I'm going to go up to the second layer here and see if that was a screamer. It sounds like it's dead now. Sounds like it's walked on too many. Oh, and there's my sniper tower up there. We're definitely going to have to go and check out the sniper tower. But this here, oh, there's a screamer. There she is. What's up, screamer? I'm surprised she hasn't screamed yet. Oh, there she goes. Oh, no, that's not it. Why aren't you screaming? There we go. So that's basically how easy these things are. Oh, one screamed. Okay. So I'm going to go down here. So basically, if you want to avoid the screamers ever seeing you, just kind of hang out here if you want to AFK. What I usually do is I go and work on big projects and leave all my forges running. And come back and do some minor repairs on the spikes. It usually takes care of the screamers pretty well. But since I got this thing heated up here, I'm going to go up to the sniper tower and we're going to go check it out. And then, I don't have my sniper rifle on me, but this will do for now. This is the base of the sniper tower. I need to get some more of this wood. Either that or it disappeared on me. That is weird. Why would I lay it out like that? Odd. But, oh, see, there's a zombie. What they do basically is they try to walk towards the forges and end up falling into this pit. Now I can just ignore them all and kind of walk away from this, and they will do a decent amount of damage to the spikes, but I can choose to not engage them, or I can go down there where the pillars are and I can attack them. So either way, it's completely up to me which way I want to do it. And I have a sniper tower here too, just for funsies. See how many. She only screamed once, so shouldn't get too many. And I do play, guys, with zombies on very high, so I do tend to run along a lot of zombies. So as you can see, they're all down here. They're all pissed off. They can see me through here because they can see me through these little cracks here. So much noise. But let's go up top. I'll show you guys what it looks like, what they're doing, what they're up to. I gotta put more entrances up as well here too. Little odds and ends I need to do. That I usually do off of recording. But yeah, oh look at that, they're already all dead. Oh. But there's a lot of loot down here, so now all I have to do is kind of crouch And I can search all my zombies. If I had an empty inventory, this would be a lot better to do. And then come here and search them all. Oh, there's a screamer right there. Not anymore. Cool. But yeah, you guys kind of get the gist of this. Like, if I'm bored and waiting on my forges to go, I come on here and take on, like, screamer hordes, which at this time and with zombie spawns at very high, they're like having 7-day hordes. So I actually tend to forget about the 7-day hordes now. So that is Z-Rection, guys. That is the gist of all of that if you've never seen Z-Rection before. And now those designs, I do see, there we go. I do a tutorial on it in one of my earlier videos. If I remember, I'll link them down in the comments. This is the wrong tunnel. I'll link them down in the comments so that you can actually check out the tutorial. Because you can do it any basic way. All you got to do is a pillar design. Plus you can do the quarter block of concrete and put spikes on it. Like it's really a no-brainer. It's just completely up to you how you orient it all. So let's go here. We've seen this. We've seen Z-Rection. So let's go up here to my garage and we'll hop on the mini bike and go for a tour of my above ground facilities. Alright. I can't wait to do this. I really need to fix this up there. This is getting dangerous. If I get a horde stuck in here, ugh, they can end up all down in my shit by falling down there. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good, Skippy. So let's turn on the lights here. Get this bitch turned around. All these random pillars here for support. Come on, mini bike. It's so cumbersome driving this thing on console, I find. Oh, look at that. There's a zombie up there waiting for me. I'm out. Okay, what is she doing? Oh, there's actually a bunch over here. It must just be a wandering horde. Yeah, it's just a wandering horde. No big deal. So I am going to go, and we are going to go for a tour, and then when I come back, we'll do the jump. Now, if I do the jump, I'm going to have to disassemble my whole bike and put it back together because the jump was built on the original tunnel system, which actually was found to be really ineffective. But here we have the crossroads you guys seen on the maps, which are going to lead the skyways to different places. But the one I have been working on is the Detroit Skyway. Now, I think these are beautiful. They actually worked out real well. I learned a lot in the previous episodes about building bridges. I can do skyscrapers. I know how to do those well. But now I've learned how to do bridges. Bridges were a whole different beast as well, too. As I learned about the effect of load-bearing sod. Oh my god, I couldn't believe that when the thing collapsed when I pulled out the one piece of sod. It's like suicidal. So I'm going to go to the end of this bridge here. We'll hop out and we'll take a look so you guys can kind of get a feel for how high this sucker is up now. So I'm in the burnt biome here. Let's hop over. Oh, it's actually suicidal to hop over fences because they kind of push you all weird. Kind of like the frames did. I'm so glad they fixed that bug though where the frames would push you off. But this is how high up you are. You can actually stay up here and watch wandering hordes walk by. You're actually out of view from up here. I've watched a few now go by. I'm at the point now where if I'm building up here, it's not even a big deal. I can just ignore the hordes. I can actually watch them. They're cool. Just watching the hordes naturally walk through without being interrupted by you. But yeah, so this is how high this sucker is, and it's gotten pretty long now. It's gone from... I don't even know how long. I know this is about 64 blocks. I just added that. So 64, 128. So this is a good 200 blocks distance on this roadway now. It's taken a while. It's a big learning lesson, but now that I know how to build it properly, it's not a big... Oh, nope, don't want to do that. That's why I put that fence there. That would have really sucked. I'll show you guys too, because this isn't just like a bridge and the surface. So I've put a lot of detail into the foundation of it as well too. It's actually one of my favorite parts. I just kind of went like off the cuff. I just started designing stuff, figured out. The one thing I love about this game is the physics. The physics add a whole new challenge to building and making something look nice at the same time. So what I'm going to do here is hop off of this cart, leave it here. I am hungry and starving. Hey, is my broken ankle gone? Nice. I don't have a broken leg anymore. I was trying to rate that out to do the episode, but I only have so many quiet hours of recording time. It can be a little bit hard to get that done. But this is the beast we are going to be working on this episode. I want to make this a lot longer. So this little area here where it doesn't quite get any air, but still pretty low to the ground, I did this design in it and lit it up because I absolutely love the new lighting. The new lighting is just absolutely beautiful. And then I hear one talking smack. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Then I built these pillars. I found out that you had to add the extra support of the metal trussing blocks underneath so the sod won't collapse. But it's also a good design too. I'm going to have to come back here and do it as well. Because if the cop spits up and hits a sod, they can like knock out a piece of sod in one hit. So you'd have holes all through your bridge if you accidentally had a cop shooting at you because you're a dumbass and you forget it's horde night like I do all the time now because I'm not paying attention. I build and go and I build and go, and yeah, it takes a while. Wow. I've been using my sledgehammer too much. I actually kind of forget how to fire the crossbow. As you can see, I missed like 4 shots in a row. Shame on me, but I'm going to go and execute this sucker. Right on the top of the head. There you go, buddy. Take his body out because I don't want the leg. But this is the height of this thing as far as I've built it. It did take a while to get the design down right. It's 16 space spans in between the pillars. So what I did with the concrete is I made a good concrete support pillar and backfilled it with sod. So this will support itself if the sod gets damaged on the pillar. The concrete's pretty sound, so I'm not too worried about that. But this is where it ends, and we're just starting to get over where it's going to become deep, which is actually over here. So if we go, I think this episode, if I'm good enough, if I have enough time to record that much, because what I usually do is build and then come back, and then, yeah, the lowest point is over here. So it is going to be a decent height, that's for sure. Yeah, this is the lowest point right here where the bridge is going to be. So it's going to be a good height. I can't wait to see it all done. Actually, you know what? In this episode, we might get almost all the way there. I've covered quite a bit of land already, so okay, cool. I am pumped about that. But that's it for the tour here, guys. I've chewed up about 15 minutes of your time here already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to go back to base, get my eats, get my drinks, get all my materials ready to come build this bridge, and then we're going to be doing some building here. So I'll see you guys shortly. And so I just made a fresh pot of coffee, and I got to thinking. I got to sitting and some thinking. I really need guys to work on the damn garage because I do not like knowing that this shit is going on. But I also got inspired at the same time for the design of this garage. What it's going to have is it's going to have a skylight roof, and it's going to be invincible to the zombies. I'll make it so that zombies will just simply walk over it and keep going. So if we are down here, the zombies will actually just keep walking. I don't think they'll actually notice us unless we're creating a heat map or I make any significant noise down here. But they won't be able to get to us anyways. So I really want to go... Oh, there's my fresh pot of coffee. So I really want to go with the skylight look. So I'm going to actually have to get rid of all of this. This all has to go. So I'm definitely going to have to also make some protection for my good old corpse friends here, Doo-Doo and Tutu. They're my mechanics, so it doesn't cave in on them if I do something stupid, because this is going to take a while. So guys, I just wanted to catch up, let you know a change of pace here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of this crap, get it open back up here again, and once I've done that, I should have a better idea of the layout, the size of it, and I'll update you then, and we'll take a look at what I'm going to do. I'll see you guys very soon. Okay, so literally half a day has passed, for me at least. I have slept a bit here. I've woke up, gone out and done some running around. Brought myself a new bike, finally. Oh, look at that. We got some debris down here. So, I, like an idiot, was up in the garage, and I was doing shit, and zombies fell in. And then I fell in down through this hole, all the way to the bottom, and lived with like 20 health left. So now I have a damn broken ankle all over again. Ugh. It is like the bane of my existence, that stupid broken ankle. But this is the garage, what it looks like now. It's all collapsed. Hopefully we don't have too much attention. Now I gotta turn up my headset here a bit, guys. Once again, I failed to do that. Okay, cool. Now I can actually hear. So, the zombies can be real sneaky. So I managed to save Tutu and Dudu. They're here in their cages, so that they won't be affected. But I did find Tutu and Dudu's friend. Now, this guy doesn't have a name, so we have to name this one as well, too. And he's like the odd man out. So I have no idea what to call him, guys. If you have any ideas, once again, pop them down. There were some really good suggestions last time, but I definitely like the Tutu and Dudu the best. That was definitely, like, hands down, completely what I should have named them. And I did. So I got a lot of this work to do. I got a lot of cleaning up. So what I want to do, though, is I want to take you guys above here, if I can actually make it up. And we'll take a look-see. So what I basically got to do is I got to make a roof about one level above where those ones are, straight across, and then just kind of level out the land so that it makes an angle, right? I know it's a little dark, guys. I'm so sorry. My light ain't shit. But make sure it's all leveled off so it's basically all ramped into this area so that zombies can walk in and through it without getting caught up and banging on any flat walls. That's really the trick to make zombies move, is just have... You know what? Maybe I should make this a little higher. I think I should. I should go about... Whoa! I almost did it again. Damn it, Skippy. You guys almost saw me break my shit again. That would have really sucked. I've never caught that on camera, although one of my 2 deaths are from falling, and my other death is from hitting my own spikes while trying to take on a horde in the middle of the night all by myself. But yeah, I got that covered up. Now I won't fall into that son of a bitch anymore. But what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the roof or the ceiling a little higher and then just build up ramps from the environment where it goes lower. That'll be a lot less digging. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do here, guys, this is going to take up some concrete, unfortunately, and some supplies, but that's alright, because I can always make more concrete, cut it out, and then come back once I got more concrete and start on the bridge. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to start this whole thing. It's I'm going to use concrete trim as well, too, to make it look like an actual garage. So this is going to take me a little while. Once I have that done, I'll drop in, or I'll give you guys an update if something funny happens, or you know how I roll, guys. I'll see you in a split second. Alright, survivors, I am back. So it's literally been another half a day again here. I've gone out, I've done some more running around, I got my bike, took a nap. Now it is 12:30 a.m. my time, and I'm finally down to doing some recording. I only have about 40 minutes of this episode left, so this shouldn't take too long. I want to get this video out by early Saturday morning, especially for my Australian and UK friends, so that you're not getting my Saturday video on Saturday night. Now that was a little bit of a challenge for me, especially with my new job, trying to... Oh, damn sideways window. Trying to get all that... I'm gonna get rid of that. It's gonna drive me nuts. Trying to get the videos out in time, but I figured out my schedule, and now, as you can tell, I've been getting my videos out one day ahead. Thank goodness. It's a little bit easier that way. I do like to stay current in my Let's Plays, so I like to talk about stuff that is currently happening, comments that just recently happened. It's a little hard, but I do my best to do it that way. A lot of content creators, they'll record a game, and they'll sit there for 3-4 hours, record it all, and say that's like literally 6 episodes. They'll literally just record half an hour of whatever and then upload it as a Let's Play. I mean, whatever, it's your channel, right? You can do what you want. You guys just will never really see that from me. I do some stuff like last episode where it's just kind of shooting the shit and going around my new place with you guys, but a lot of episodes I like to just get business done like this, even if I have to cut out for... Okay, so I'm glad I actually caught that on film. This, guys, is what you call a physics glitch. Now, most likely, the ground was leveled to this, at some point somewhere around here. So that's why you've seen the concrete get caved in by a window. What it's telling it basically is that this area is already at max load, that there's a block somewhere in here, and that messes up the physics. As you guys can see, like, the whole thing just collapsed without reason. I learned this lesson first on top of my first building I ever built, my Whole Foods. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my Whole Foods, but I miss that store. Soda Sopa, my first city build, or my first like real big build on, which was on PC, actually got wiped, so it's not around anymore. I can't even go back and check it out. But if I do remember to, here is a picture in the corner of what Whole Foods look like. If there is no picture there, I'm a dummy, guys, and I completely forgot. Usually I like to catch stuff while editing, but you know, sometimes I don't watch the whole video. Okay, so this is going to be the trouble block right here. So as you guys can see, like, it's still caved in, but it didn't cave in nearly as bad. So I got rid of the physics glitch on this side. There must be some more physics glitches on this side. So what I'm going to do is fill this in with frames too. This should reset all the physics, because if there is a hidden block there, it'll actually tell it, hey, computer, there is no block there anymore, so don't worry about the weight. But yeah, I do miss that Whole Foods, guys. That was one of my favorite builds ever. It still is actually one of my favorite builds. It's not huge, but I learned so much building that thing. I literally made steel supports. Like, I did a skylight like this in Whole Foods, but I ended up using steel supports because it kept collapsing like that, and I really didn't know about the physics glitches and how to overcome them. It took me forever to make that thing. When a couple weeks later down the road, I found you can actually reset all that with... Oh, I'm crossing my fingers that worked. Nice, there you go. So that worked. So if you guys are ever doing this, the worst it gets is at ground level. If you took out ground somewhere around here, you're more than likely to get that error. So just keep that in mind, that that's usually what causes this when you get those weird physics glitches. The same thing goes to, like, say you go to put a frame up here and the frame just collapses. All you guys got to do is simply go out to an area that, like, let's say over here is still the natural hill. I'm going to go over there, attach a load to the side of this block, or fail doing it, attach a load to the side block, stupid grass, and then you should be able to now support the load of the other blocks through here, just like this. Now it might be trickier, you might have to go further out, you might have to find another spot, but I've never come across a physics glitch that I couldn't fix. There was one place in my entire Soda Sopa build where there is one block I couldn't place, and it was in my Whole Foods. Oh, look, we got another glitch here. It was oh, that's so funny. It where it was in the corner of my build, like right in the corner at the base of the build. There was just one block I couldn't do anything with. I tried blowing it up. That's also another alternative too, guys. If you have like an area that's just absolutely horrid, try blowing it up. Sometimes the explosion resets the physics and you're able to do whatever you need again. But I do find on console, when you have that block glitch, I haven't been able to fix that with explosive. So I don't know if that's a console thing or it's just like one area of my build. Because on my multiplayer map, what we did was we took over a prefab. And in this prefab, there is an area that is complete toast. Like, you can place stuff in it and it'll stay there, but once you unload the chunk or you unload the map, it disappears. It's kind of like the floating doors, but it's a chunk of building that just will never come back. It's always missing, it's always there. I really don't know how to work around. You kidding me? That should have been fine. Okay, let's see here. Maybe up top. We'll go across up top, see if that resets it. See, this can be frustrating. This is why I do recommend, if you guys are going to build, try not to do it exactly at ground level, because you'll end up doing this over and over again. Maybe the glitch is underneath it. Let's find out again. Oh, it held it that time. Okay, cool. So the glitch was on top. So that was a different one. And I'm really glad that I can get this raw video in with you guys too, because like not everything is hunky-dory with the game. I did have one guy, he said he came on and just raged in the comments. He was like, I watch all your videos. Whoa. Damn it! Ah, my leg is broken again. I hate a broken leg because every single time I fall, that happens. Oh my goodness. So as I was saying, as I was falling, is this game is far from perfect. The guy went on, saying I went and bought the game because of you. I lost $40 on this crap game. You should have told me that every 7 nights the horde legs out. I'm sorry, but I do believe I've mentioned it in videos before. I mean, it's not something that's not supposed really a surprise. And on top of that, if it's a temporary bug, I'm not going to concentrate on it that much through my permanent Let's Play, because 2 months down the road, people are going to come and watch my videos and they're going to be like, what are you talking about? There is no bug. The hordes work perfectly fine. It'll make zero sense to them because by that time, the dang bug is going to be patched. So guys, don't freak out. Usually if you see a good edited video and nothing's gone wrong, it's because... What in the world is happening here? Okay, I'm gonna have to take some time and figure this one out. I don't know why this is happening. What if I take this out? I'm gonna have to like rebar frame this whole area out. There must be a really good physics glitch here. But what I'm gonna do, of course, is I'm gonna finish up the roof of this building. It's being a gigantic pain in the ass. And then once I have that done, I can unprotect my friends here, Doodoo and Tutu, so that they can be good mechanics and not be hidden under a bunch of frames. Get back in your cage. I'll see you guys here very shortly, and maybe I'll rant some more because I got a couple of other good ones too that I kind of want to go over. The favorite thing, my favorite thing about YouTube, I think, is actually the comments, going through and reading some of them. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are funny, but there's always usually like 1 or 2 that are like incredibly stand out. But anyways, guys, I'm not gonna waste any more time doing this over mic. We'll see you as soon as I have this shit done. So I think I have conceded defeat. There's something to do with these stupid windows. They don't like to work right. They don't like to hold their weight right. They like to collapse. I had the same problem with with Whole Foods. So instead of dicking around for it with days on end, because I did get it to work on Whole Foods. I don't know how. I don't know why, but it seems that it's still an issue, and it still exists on console. And PC probably. I haven't played PC in a while, so I can't actually say if that's been fixed. But we just have had cave-in after cave-in after cave-in. It didn't matter where I did it. I would get down to like 1 glass pane, and it didn't matter where it was. It would still collapse on the last one. So I have conceded defeat. I've even upgraded to steel. I'm going to make these match the rest because this collapsed. And I love too how a flimsy little wood window can actually take down a steel beam with it. That makes sense, right? Oh, again. Oh wow, this is bad. Yeah, it's something to do with these windows, guys. I don't know what's with these windows, but they like to take shit down with them. So what I'm gonna do is, you know what? We're actually gonna go and punch out these windows separately, and then go in and fill all this shit in, because I'm just wasting friggin' material. This is getting insane. Do I have my axe? I should have my axe. Okay, cool. So get on to a little bit more of a rant here while we undo all my hard work. Oh hey. What? Oh, my leg's broken again. I'm just not having a good day here, guys. It seems this whole damn episode is going to be called Broken Leg. Like, this is literally, that's the whole episode. I've been just breaking my leg after breaking my leg. It seems to, like, a 3-block fall when you break your leg will still re-break your leg again. Like, it's absolutely insane how sensitive the leg breaking mechanics are. Now, I do get the point of breaking legs on survival, because it does make sense. If I fall quite a distance, it would make sense that I broke my leg. But honestly, I am finding it way too tedious lately. It seems way too easy to break your leg, and then way too easy to re-break your leg. And the fact that it takes freaking forever to heal is also annoying. Now on PC, when I played on Barren Realms, what we did is we had an item modded in that you could find that would actually instantly cure a broken leg. Now, they weren't easy to find, it was a rare find, but I think it worked pretty damn well. Oh, so much wood to waste. Oh, and guys, these are a great alternative to like glass because you actually don't need glass to build these. You just need 8 wood. That's all it takes to make one of these windows. It's actually surprisingly simple. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of this glass here before we go any further because I don't want to collapse here. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this glass. I really wish we could do these skylights, but I would spend the entire episode putting these skylights in. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace them with iron bars. That way too we can see the zombies or shoot them if we're underneath. I really wanted to go decorative, but 7 Days to Die is like, no, Skippy, I'm going to make it hard for you and you're going to have to go old school. You're going to have to go industrial. No nice looking windows for you. Now, like I said, I have gotten this to work before, so I don't know what the fuck's up with that. What I wanted to rant to you guys about was when I reply to comments on YouTube. Oh, 1 second here, guys. I'm going to have to quickly cut this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my dog walked in front, grabbed a wire, and pulled my monitor out, so I couldn't see what was going on or what I was recording. I just like looked over, I'm like, oh damn. Oh, Lex, my 17-year-old black lab. He's really big, 140 pounds, or 130 pounds. Love him to death. But yeah, so as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my roaming dog, he's looking at me right now, is I like to reply to a lot of comments. Good comments, bad comments. If you say something stupid, I'm gonna call you out. You know, you guys know how I roll, right? It's my YouTube, it's my home. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But the worst thing I find is, my pet peeve is when people come to my channel and try to tell me what to do. That is incredibly annoying. Oh, your viewers like this, your viewers don't like that. I do appreciate like constructive criticism. I'm always down for constructive criticism. That's how my videos have become the way they are. But you don't come to my house and tell me how to paint my walls and tell me, you know, what I should be doing, what I should be saying. Like, I have this one comment here. I think it's still up here. Where is it? This is my favorite pet peeve comment. Okay, this guy left a comment saying, "Mate, don't say." This is on my shooting this shit video. Mate, don't say rape the shit out of the like button. You are better than saying stupid phrases like that. No, I'm not. If I want to say rape this shit out of this like button, I'm gonna friggin' say it. I don't care if it offends you. If you get offended that easily by someone else's statement, then well, you should probably hide your head under a pillow and never come out again, or just move on because my content isn't something that you're gonna like. Now, I get a lot of people too, they're like, do you have to swear in your videos? I don't like it. I disliked it because you swore in your videos. Fuck yeah, I'm going to swear in my videos. It's an adult channel. I enjoy making videos. I do whatever I want. So if that includes me swearing, well, you're going to have to deal with that. It's a reality of my channel. Now, I do have a few very respected viewers that I know they don't prefer any perverted jokes or any swears, and you know what, I bet they just look past them while they're watching the videos because they comment on almost every single one of my videos. You know who you are, Senfree. But I mean, other than that, right, you don't go to someone's house and tell them, you know, don't swear in your house, or don't do this, you know, don't paint your walls white. That is incredibly annoying. I will not take that as criticism. All I did was simply reply to the guy, and this is usually how I reply if you guys have seen my replies and comments. Usually it's something smart ass, a recipe, or I'll just say something stupid right back to them. Because, like I said, I'm not a popularity contest, guys. I make these videos because I love making videos. It's fun to share with you. I love building, and why not, right? I'm not on YouTube to be the #1 personality on YouTube and have everybody like me. If you don't like me, I don't care. Move on. I'm not here to waste my time and my life, you know, bending over backwards trying to make everybody happy. If you don't like what I do, then move on. If you like what I do, well then rape the shit out of that like button. Remember to do that, guys. If you watch this video this long, you should be raping that like button. And I mean, don't be gentle with it. Like, go to town. Like, I just, it's It drives me nuts. I don't know. A little bit of a rant on that though, guys. Don't go to other people's YouTube channels. Oh, and the other one is too, is if I do tell someone off, like if I put them in their place and they're being stupid, and I put them in their place, really ignorant comments I just delete and usually don't reply to. But if it's something that can be corrected, usually I will, because like I said, it's my home, it's my thing, I can do it. And my favorite is, why do you talk to your viewers like this? This is disgusting. You shouldn't be on YouTube if you can't handle the comments. And it's like, no, you guys aren't just used to, you guys just aren't used to a content creator who doesn't give a flying fuck what somebody else thinks of them, and is not afraid to reply to stupid comments and straighten people out. And I'm absolutely not. Like, I'm not on here until you hold everybody's hand to be everybody's friend. I'm on here to make some content, have some fun video gaming, and if you guys want to join, that's cool. Just don't tell people what to do in their own damn house. But end of rant for that one. It looks like our iron bars are working out quite fine here. I'm happy with this. It really sucks I can't do the glass. I guess I could do another layer of just glass. That would work, but then you'd have to look at it through the iron bars, because the glass would then be sitting on the iron bars and it wouldn't collapse. I wonder what that would actually look like. Let's try that out, guys. Let's test that out. See what the wood window looks like sideways on top of these. It'd probably be too much, I think. Maybe that's what we'll end up going with. Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 on the end here, and then we'll go underneath and look at it, because up top it doesn't friggin' matter. You'll never see up top. We want to see this. We want to see this shit show from the bottom. And oh, I don't have a way down. I'm gonna break my ankle again. Oh, here we go. Nice. I actually didn't break my ankle. Not that I'm too concerned about it, because the damn thing breaks all the time. That actually doesn't look that bad. That is actually the look I might go for. I might just drop windows all the way across it and then go one more layer up for the landscaping to keep the zombies out. Damn. Yeah, I like that. That's the way I'm going, and upgrade this one block to steel. So what I need to do now, guys, is I'm going to finish placing all these iron bars, get the windows on top of everything, get it built one more layer up, and then this time when I freaking come back, this shit's gonna be done. It better be done. I don't want to do this again. Oh, and what I'm gonna do for the floor here too, guys, is I'm actually gonna use asphalt, but I don't have a desert mine yet to get oil shale. So as soon as I got, ooh, this guy's exposed. As soon as I got the oil shale going, I'll come in here and I'll replace the floor. But I don't have that now, and I do need a oil shale mine anyways. So I might do that this week in an episode, do an oil shale mine. Just specifically for that. It's a little bit of a while away. It's the desert's in the hub, so it takes a little bit of time to get there. But that's okay. We definitely need to do that. That's an end game goal of mine. All this debris. Oh, so much cleaning up to do. But yeah, without any further ado, guys, let's cut this shit. So, with much ado, I finally got that shit finished. So, we have all the windows up above and the iron bars below. But I found there's like really weird spots. Like if I go over here, on top of this hole, it actually rains on me. Although it's covered with windows and iron bars and even a steel girder. But for some reason, I still get wet over here, where this hole is. It's a little odd. What this is actually a part of the mine system that goes down into my residential area. So this is just going to eventually get covered up by asphalt anyways. But I'd like to show you guys, there's a tiny little cavern system through here. You know what? Actually, I should make a entrance into this cavern system from my residence. That way, because there's other areas in there that I need to mine out for materials. So definitely going to be hitting that up. But this is what it looks like, guys. We finally got the garage done for the basics. I still have to come in here, obviously, and do the floor, do the decorations. I still got this drop to Z-Rection to do. I can't wait to finish off this one because this is a nice little shortcut. But I'm not going to spend any more time in the place today because I did promise you guys as well, too, that we were going to be working on the bridge. And I only have like 20 minutes left of the episode. Hours worth of work, but only 20 minutes left of recording. Now, I did find, too, this cave is freaking weird, guys. It's all covered up, it's all done up, but for some reason it still appears black. That annoys me. I don't know why that's happening, but God, does that ever annoy me. And now it's thundering out. You know what's funny too is the other day I was recording. Get on mini bike here. I was recording and I was like, damn rain and thunder. I was like, it's so loud. And then I turned off my game and it was actually outside. Yeah, that happened. I couldn't separate reality from like anything else. Ooh, do I have any gas on me? Uh-oh. I don't think I have any gas on me. Let's check. Nope. I'm gonna go drop down here into our I guess I don't need this anymore. I don't have zombies falling in. Into our residential area, if I don't hit the frickin' ladder. And I'm gonna grab some gas so we don't run out of gas on our way there. That always sucks when that happens. Okay, so I'm only gonna take 250 and do a 1 fill up. Because just in case my mini bike disappears, I don't lose as much gas. That's a good way to conserve on it. Just try not to fill up your mini bike all the time, all the way up to the top with gas, and don't use friggin' the mini bike basket. Because if your mini bike disappears, so does your inventory, and that really blows old chunks. Oh, excuse me, guys. I think I'm fighting off a bit of a cold here too. So we are gonna go for a drive. And we are going to go to the bridge. And I'm going to start laying down some more pillars and do some updates and get some of that bridge shit done. Oh, I need to grab my materials first. Almost forgot my steel, my trussing block, all the important stuff. Almost left it all behind. Definitely don't need that. Okay, everything else I really do need though. And wood's not a problem because I'll go and just gather some wood from the surrounding area. I like to use the surrounding areas where I build to get my materials from. That way I don't like over mine an area or like use up all the trees in a certain area. It's just kind of how I do. Alright, let's get out of here. Cool. Oh, and the potato farm, guys. I've gone Irish. This is what it looks like so far. So I've almost got one whole section of farm filled up. So once these potatoes are done harvesting, I can make some more potatoes and then do this lower level. And then that's a weird texture. Looks like almost looks like the fence is bouncing off the blueberries. Well, that's new. That must be something to do with the new lighting they added in. That's really odd looking. But then I can fill in down here, do another terrace, fill in that one, do another terrace. Oh my god, there's so much work to do, but that's going to be all I think in the weekly episodes. Is we'll do the smaller projects on like Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll do all that stuff eventually. But for now, we are gonna go and we are gonna tackle this son of a bridge. I know I showed you guys earlier in a tour of the bridge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park my bike here. We're going to go down, take a look at the end. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a refresher. Oh, I should turn the light off so it doesn't die. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a refresher on exactly how this works. And then I'm going to go ahead, start placing some pillars down, and we'll start doing some serious bridge building, which I'm actually pretty excited about. I didn't think I was as far on this bridge than I was. It actually came as quite a surprise to me when I actually looked it up on the map, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm actually almost halfway to Detroit. It looks so big on the map, and in reality it's not. Speaking of map, I do have a lot of questions from people going, are they going to make the map any bigger? Personally, guys, I find the map plenty large enough. Now, maybe for a multiplayer world it would be nice to have a bigger map, but that's definitely not what I want to see them push right now. I want to see them fix the dang bugs. I need corn too, so I should start looting all these stupid garbage piles and stuff. And all these little POIs. Actually, you know what? I need corn so bad. And corn's really easy to find in these coolers or the garbage cans. So that's usually where I like to find my seeds. Probably unsearched. Oh no, I searched it. Actually, probably most of these close by I've searched. So what I'm going to do here while building too is I'm also going to do some searching, see if I can find myself some corn seeds and everything. I already know that one. But yeah, so these pillars here are 16 blocks in between from the concrete. So the concrete support you see wrapped by sod is 16 blocks by 16 blocks. So that's how I ended up spanning it. And I used metal trussing underneath to give the sod more protection. Now, someone did mention too that you can use scrap frames to do that. But honestly, it looks like garbage. The scrap frames don't have the hit points that cops do. And yes, cops will stand here and spit straight up at the bottom if you're standing up there. They do that. I've seen them do it. They did it in my damn skyscraper and put a hole in it, and I fell through the hole. That's how I know not to do any of that. But as you can see too, I have turned the damn airdrops off as well too. That was driving me up the wall. When they aka fixed it, I made it so that you can always see the mini drop markers on your map. I looked and there's like 25-30 markers just spamming the shit out of my compass. And you guys know how I feel, exactly how I feel about having compass spam. I cannot stand it. It drives me nuts. I only like to have a few markers for my stuff, and that's it. Oh my goodness. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to start putting down some more pillars here. It's going to take a little while because it is raining and I have to fight the rain and staying warm. I should actually go and hit up some lockers. There should be some shirts and stuff nearby. So I'm going to go and actually, you know what? I do think I have warm clothes. Oh, hello. I do think I have warm clothes in that one chest right at the beginning of the bridge. So I'm going to go check that out, guys. And once I do have a couple pillars or something down, or I feel something's cool enough to show you, of course, I'll come right back. I'll see you guys very shortly. So I got one support done. Now I'm waiting for this sucker to dry here. So basically what I've done for these supports is I always go down one block into the ground from the lowest point, just in case zombies for some reason try to bash their way through this level. They won't actually end up tunneling underneath it and end up losing the amount of support it has. Now what I do is I usually go straight up. When I build the original pole, I usually go like I nerd poled myself. That's what you. That's actually like what we call this when you do this, when you like use something to jump up on. This is called nerd poling. So I nerd poled about this far back, went up, and then went this ledge out here about 4 blocks, filled that all in, came down, went to the middle about 8 blocks in. Actually, I can pick these up now. I went to the middle about 8 blocks in right here, and created another support. Now I used this tower to actually get up to the top quickly, and I should have used it to come back down, but I'm an idiot and I didn't do that. So I'm gonna have to take that one down manually later, most likely when I take this down, because this is just a temporary support. Once that's all upgraded, dried and upgraded to steel up there, I can actually take out the support, and it has no effect, obviously. As you can see, none of these have that support. But yeah, so my next step from here, while I'm waiting for this shit to dry, it usually does take a little bit of a while, New sentences and phrases from Skippy. Let's go look at my character information. Okay, I still have 18 damn minutes of splinted leg. Oh, I better not fall again doing this. At least it's not before, when you used to get pushed off the frames when they first came out with the game. It had like that frame bug where you like try to nerd pull like this and it would just like push you off for no reason. And then you'd end up falling down and breaking your leg and losing your life. You should see my KD on my multiplayer map. It's absolutely horrible because that's where I first started building tall stuff. I didn't want to do it on my single player until they fixed that problem, just because I didn't want any stupid deaths from being pushed off something. Now I do have a stupid death from falling, but that was completely my fault. And the other death, like I said, is from my spikes, so which is also my fault. I have yet to be killed by an actual legitimate zombie on this map. That's kind of depressing, really. You know what? Now that I think about it, I haven't looked at my score in a while. Now I do tend to avoid zombies for the most part, but I must have a few kills by now. Come on, character. There we go. So I've crafted 35,000 items. Longest life I've lived is 35 hours straight. I've traveled 260 kilometers, so it's actually not that far. 2 deaths, and only 495 zombie kills. So I've made it this far with only 495 zombie kills. That's actually very little. I should have around 1,000. But that's okay, because the later on in the episodes I get, I'm finding I'm killing zombies more and more instead of, like, especially here when I get a wandering horde and I'm up on a pillar and they happen to come by. Yeah, it's never a good thing. I don't know if I showed you guys this technique or not on this poll, but I'm basically gonna like show you guys exactly the best way I found to build pillars like this. The trick is when you're building like this is to what am I doing? I'm like using the controller awkwardly. All I have to do is hold the trigger button down and jump, and it automatically places them for me. I don't know why I'm being tedious about that, but yeah, that just happened. So when you're building like this and you have to go up and down on frames, the best way to do it, guys, is to make it so you have to make it so that you have very little up and down. Like the least amount of times you go up and the least amount of times you go down, the better, because that's the most time-consuming part, is getting up and down on these builds. And yeah, so if you're going to reduce that in any way, definitely do that. So as you can see, I've gone kitty corner out for my build here, and here we go. And what I've done, because I need these arms because these hold the cobblestone frames up that run alongside of the bridge. So now that I have that sawed in, I can come up here, upgrade these, and then by the time I get around to coming up here to upgrade this fully to steel, these will be done as well. So let's go back down here. I have to be very careful with my frames, because if I take out 2 or 3 at a time, I'm going to break my friggin' leg again and then have to spend like 40 hours or 40 minutes. I believe it's 40 minutes. Wow, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm definitely going to need a refresher on that one. I think it's 40 minutes broken ankle time and like 15 minutes if you sprain it. Wow. Don't quote me on that one though, guys. I did do a video on it. Like, derp. Oh, you know what I forgot to do coming back down? Usually on my way down, what I do is I do the sod coming down the side of this. So I missed a whole step. So on my other side, what I'm going to do is of course, I'm going to go kitty corner a block away or 2 blocks away. It doesn't really matter. And then that way, when I get up to the top, I can extend this out a few blocks and then start the sod coming down the one pillar. Because as you can see, I have sod running on all 4 sides of these pillars. So now I have to go up a whole extra time just to put in one more layer of sod. See what I mean, guys? It's all about planning ahead, especially on 7 Days to Die, because like a lot of people are used to Minecraft where it's like, oops, I made a mistake, and then you hit it once with your axe and it pops out. Not in 7 Days to Die. If you make a mistake with like a lot of steel or a lot of concrete, it's a pain in the ass to fix. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Got my groove on again. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is we still have a few minutes left of the video here. We got probably a good 5 minutes left. I'm most likely going to go over an hour here on this episode. Didn't even get half the things I wanted to do done again. I think I bite off too much at a time when I try to do these episodes. Promise a little too much at the beginning and then have to make it up at the end. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead, make a couple more polls, probably fill this in, and then I'll come back and I'll update you guys. Or maybe even get this one section done. If we get one damn section done this episode, I guess I'm happy with that. I'll have to settle for that. I get an E for effort. But anyways, guys, I'll see you very shortly once again. Alright, so I figured the last couple minutes here we'd spend doing some building, you know, shooting the shit, like we did last episode. Maybe catching up on a little bit on the other channel news as well, too. Now, as you guys know, 7 Days to Die isn't my only bitch. I love 7 Days to Die, it's my main squeeze, but I do like to play other games, too. Like, you know what I mean? I like to mix it up, because there's other games out there with a lot to offer. It's not just like one game dominating the industry, Minecraft. Those days are kind of over, which I'm actually really glad about because I do like diversity. Now, I did pick up one game. I've been kind of waiting a while for it to, I guess, upgrade for the alpha, because it's another game that's an alpha, and I've been waiting a little while on it just because I do like to sync times in the games, but the game better damn well be worth it, in my opinion. So I've had my eye on this game called Empyrean or Empyrean? Empyrean? I don't friggin' know. You guys probably know what it is though. I'm definitely going to be starting a Let's Play series on that too. If you guys haven't noticed, I do a few other games like Boundless and Fortress Craft. Boundless I do once a week. It's a beautiful, wonderful sleeper game that what am I doing here? I have to put in metal trussing. Psycho. I remember what happened last time I tried to do this. But yeah, so Boundless is wonderful, super awesome PC crossplay sleeper game. I definitely recommend going to my playlist and checking that out. If you guys were into Minecraft at all, you'll super be into this game. It's like pretty much what everything Minecraft did wrong, done right. So, definitely check that one out. Now, if you're into technical stuff like Redstone, or just technical stuff, period, if you like Factorio, you definitely have to check out Fortress Craft. It's a friggin' gem of a game. It's like 15 bucks. You can even get it on sale every once in a while. But I do not know why this game is not a lot bigger. Like, people are playing this Minecraft FTL bullshit, and honestly, I looked at it and it hurts my eyes. It is so hard to watch. Like, I don't know. It just, for some reason, Minecraft to me just completely died. Like, people are like, but you can mod it. You know what? I don't want to dick around modding the game to the extent where it's a completely different game. I'd just rather spend a few extra bucks and buy a dedicated game that's dedicated just to that. And Fortress Craft is beautiful. You guys got to check that shit out. Now, the other game, the Empyrean, is kind of like it's a survival game as well too. You're in space. It's a lot of people are like it's a No Man's Sky ripoff, which makes absolutely no sense because it's been released for a lot longer than No Man's Sky is actually since summer of last year. But you're in space, you get spaceships, so it's like a survival game with spaceships that you can build, upgrade, and make. I haven't looked that much into the spaceships themselves, but I do like the fact that there is one. And it does have the tower defense, like Fortress Craft. You get, when you turn the power on to your main base, you actually start getting attacked. So it has like the tower defense aspect of it. So it kind of matches up a few things I really like about the survival genre lately. They're not just concentrating on like a make-believe land where everything is super easy. Like this one's a space one and they keep it to space. 7 Days to Die is a zombie game, and they keep it to zombies. You know what I mean? That's what I really appreciate about these games, and I absolutely love them for that. Now, it would be silly to add a spaceship into 7 Days to Die. I think if they did that, I would actually walk away from the game and be like, these guys have lost their vision. But I'll definitely... I picked up actually Empire on Steam on half off for $11 Canadian. So that's like $9 everybody else money, or $800 Australian. But either way, it's definitely worth the money, I think, even if I don't end up doing too much on it. But what I think I'm going to do for those episodes, because you guys know, like to know that you guys know that I like to deliver them on the weekend, because that's the best exposure on my channel for those smaller games, because I want to promote them as well too, right? But I think I'm going to shorten those episodes down to about 15 minutes, because the watch time on it is not as good as my 7 Days to Die videos, which I understand. But the less you watch of a content creator's video, the less it'll get suggested. So I think I'm going to back those videos down to about 15 minutes. Boundless, maybe not, because Boundless has weekly content updates, and it's an amazing game. It's a sleeper game, honestly. I think it'll be the game that replaces 7 Days to Die, kind of like how 7 Days to Die replaced Minecraft for me, right? Or it might not just replace it, it might complement it as well too. That would be pretty cool, because... Oh, 1 second here, guys. Oh, enjoy that. Because, yeah, like, Minecraft for me is replaced. But 7 Days to Die is what I thought Minecraft always should have been, like more of a survival challenge. I love the physics. I don't believe those other games have legitimate physics in them. Oh, I should have upgraded those. So I'm going to have to check that out. I don't know for a fact. I know for a fact Boundless doesn't. Boundless is a lot more Minecraft-y. But it's an MMO, open sandbox, RPG game. It is going to be absolutely epic. I have no idea how to explain this to you guys without like fanboying all over it. But make sure you guys do check out those videos, because they're definitely worth it. Sleeper games. If I say, guys... Like, there's one thing, I don't consider myself like the ultimate authority on video games, on survival games. There's a lot of good PvP games out there I completely ignore. But when I do say that I think a game is really good and I like it, know that, guys, rest assured, I haven't played 5 minutes of the game and I'm like, freaking awesome, let's do a game review. I like to sink a couple hundred hours into a game and then be like, you know what, this is a quality game. Or, you know what, I think I'm going to walk away from this because I learned that lesson with Reign of Kings when I should have walked away from it. But once again, guys, we have gone way over time limit, which I don't really care because it makes a little bit more watching value for you guys. And as usual, guys, we'll get some more of this freaking bridge done. I need to go and get some more sod. I only have 316 left, so I'm going to have to dig up some more dirt, which means I'm going to have to do some landscaping, which comes in handy at the garage because I need to do landscaping there, and also where my farm is so I can expand my farm. So I'm going to have to do that off of video. But of course, guys, as always, stay classy, back up your game saves, damn it, on any game you play. Stay surviving, and peace.
We about to turn it on. Turn it. We about to turn it on. Turn it. We about to turn it on.